Wallaby for the start of season 11. I am Formula Fish 15. I'm on my own tonight, and we have 16 drivers raring to go for the start of season 11. Now, obviously, change of night this year due to availability. So we have Tier 1 and Tier 2 on tonight, and a bit of a time change. So Tier 1, 7 o'clock, Tier 2 at 8:30, directly after this, in which I am racing. So there will be a very quick swap over. So depending on timing, I may not be able to get podium interviews done. So we'll see how we go at the end of the session. Anyway, we've got a Williams as our first car out to track tonight, and that'll be either Jordan Sears or Isaac Sutton. And looks like it is Jordan. Let me just get stream up so that I can see chat. And make sure that it's muted so you can't hear my computer through the background. Because that'll be annoying for everyone. Not that I'm not annoying enough. We'll get some... No, I don't need that. Telemetry, some lap data, and I'll get a track map up at track map up as well. So let's get rid of that. There we go. And we've got FST Bailey also out on track. And oh, they're all starting to go out now, so I'll stop announcing who's on track. Now, expected times. I'm not 100% sure who's going to be on pole, but I do know that Wingy, which is Nicholas, for those of you that don't know, he has done a 27.7 in practice. So he, at least to my knowledge, is going to be one of, if not the fastest on this track tonight. I believe we've got a few fast guys though. Sammy, I think, is pretty quick. I believe Jordan might be pretty quick as well. FST Bailey, I'm pretty sure he's quite quick as well. But most of these people for me are unknown quantities. I'm not sure what they're capable of. I hear Death is also very quick. Death for pole. Hunter's on it. He knows what's going on, so he's pretty confident for Death. And if the guy's half as clean as he was back when I raced him back in the F1 2016-2017 days, then he'll be on for a good race as well. So, God, I miss those days. Yes, I'm that old. Actually, I should be watching first car on track, Jordan Sears, on his lap as he comes down to the end of the straight into turn 6. Gets a good run using third gear through there into the stinky little right-hander, second gear. Not burning much battery at the start of this lap. Going all the way down this straight into the Singapore Sling, or what used to be the Singapore Sling. And through this awkward right-hander and over the bridge. He's got a lot of battery left to play. I wonder how much he burnt on the main straight. And how much he's lifting coasting. We'll see what the second sector time is in a moment. He comes down through this right-hander with the awkward inside bit there that you just don't know how to take. I missed the sector 2 time, that's how thick I am. I've got Assens on top, so we say Nishka. What do you mean you don't burn battery here? You burn all the battery here. It's just easy to keep it up. 1 minute 30.5. That's an alright banker time. We'll go on board with Wingy, see what his banker time's going to be. Here we go. Bailey, there we go. 29.3. That's what I was expecting. I reckon. And a 29.3. Oh, Shifty and Bailey almost the exact same time. What's Wingy going to do as he comes across the line? Out of battery. That's more what I was expecting for the battery. 28.4. There we go. My brain's also short-circuiting Hunter, so don't mind my stupidity. Cooper with the 29.5 and Abyss! Where's this come from? He was struggling to get into the 28s earlier. He's obviously found his groove at this track at 28.4. Very good lap time. Lockie hasn't set a representative lap time. Death, 28.3. It's going to be a very tight tussle up the top here for these lads. Who else have we got? Flubber's done a 28.8. Yuki with a 28.7. The Red Bull boys are nice and close, as are the RB boys. Shifty 28.3. Cooper 28.5. Dabfoot also has done a 29.5. Sorry, they're 29s, not 28s. Here we go. We've got Sammy at the end of a lap. Let's go on board with him and see what he does across the line. Shift down into 5th, tidy through the final corner. 29.5 in the 29.5 gang. Nice little gaggle of them here. And it's Nigel, 30.1. What can Isaac Sutton do? Coming across, through the final corner, across the line, 29.4. Although that must have been an invalid lap, but I didn't pay attention to the screen well enough here. What's Angus going to be able to do coming through the middle sector? Where's Squash Josh? He's a bit closer to the end of the lap. Let's go on board with him. See what his lap's all about. Actually, is Lockie doing a second lap? Maybe. Oh, I don't know. Maybe. We'll see whether he goes into the pits, because he's burning a lot to not be on a lap. Oh, big slide into the chicane there. No, he's coming to the pits. I've just wasted everyone's time there, and I apologise. Oh! Bit of a slide there from Squash Josh, and it's a 29.3 across the line. Can I get to Angus in time? Yes, I can. What can he do? As everyone's entering the pits through the final corner, down to 5th gear, kick the speed up, across the line, 29.9, not the slowest. A tidy lap there from Angus. You'll get there, mate. You're not too... I mean, you're not... It's only a first lap. You'll get there, Jordan. You're a real quick driver, especially on race pace, I reckon. Yeah, did you not know it's reverse grid there, Nishka? That's why he's deliberately going slowly. Just to my advantage. Just go out track. Ah, we've got a couple of cars on. Let's... Oh! Touch the wall there for Bailey as he comes to finish the lap. Okay, I didn't realise he was even on track. I apologise, everyone. What's he done? 28.7. Very good lap time, up into P5. Was he already there? No, he was behind Flubber. What's Flubber doing? He is invalid, so he's not burning any battery. So they're going to go around for a second run. Oh, Lockie, there are a couple of cars here on an outlap. Who's closest to starting a lap? Why are you being mean to me, game? They're all coming into the pits. I apologise for the eye flashes, everyone. Flubber's coming to the pits. I think Lockie's the first one about to start a lap. Yeah, he is. You've also got Abyss and Death out on a second lap. Here we go, everyone's starting to come out for their second runs now. Still 9 minutes to go in this session, so we're just about halfway through this 18-minute qualifying session. Here we go, I'll commentate, at least for a little bit, I'll commentate on Lockie's lap. And I'm not doing this just because he's my driver, lads. I prefer the onboard cam, especially in qualifying, because you miss... Oh! I shouldn't have gone on board. I'm sorry, Lockie. Let's go on board with Jordan Sears. Nice through turn 1. Gets it turned in for turn 3 nicely. He's in second gear though, bit of wheel spin, but that's fine. Burning the battery. There we go. And nice in through turn 4. Gets a good exit. Straight line in the straight. Yeah, you want a straight line in the straight. It's straighter. I'm going to have my own... I've got my own Murray Walkerisms here. Tidy through turn 6, into turn 7, avoiding that curb nicely. Bit of wheel spin on the exit, just got to be careful of that. Through turn 8 and gets it in nicely. Good work. Good work from the Williams man. Into the Singapore sling now, across the curb. Keep it tight. Get back to full throttle. Oh, bumps the wall on the exit. And coming now into the hairpin after the bridge. Gets it turned in. Doesn't quite hit the middle of the apex, but gets out tidy. On the power, on the battery. Braking for this dinky right-hander. Got to remember not to go out over that white line too far, or else you will get your lap invalidated. Probably one of the stupidest things at this track. And into this final section, you've got to not take too much curb on the inside there. Avoid the curb on the inside there. And into the final corner, you want to cut this curb a little bit. Not quite enough there, but that's fine. Coming across the line, much more representative lap there from Jordan Sears, 129.4. Puts him up into P9. Let's go on board with the fast guys. I think Death's about to finish the lap now. 1 minute 27.9 for Death. What a lap. Start of the lap. I think we've got a bit close to the end of the lap. I've just missed Flubber finishing a lap, or probably starting a lap, given his battery level. Let's see, what can Abyss do coming across the line? 1 minute 28.4, he marginally improves to jump Wingy. Wingy through the middle sector now, flicking across through the sling, if I can word. Actually, let's see this Alpine or Williams across the line. Sammy, what does he do? Up to 6th, 28.7. Who's next? That's a Red Bull going into the pits. That's Yuki going into the pits. Is that a Haas of Cooper? No, it's not. Maybe it's Dabfoot. About to start his lap. We'll catch him at the other end of the lap. Is that Sutton coming through here? Yes, it is. Let's see what Sutton does. He's going slow. He's about to start a lap. Where's the Aston? Which Aston is Shifty? Yep, Shifty coming across the line. Finishing a lap now. What does Shifty do? 29.3. Keeps you in P8. Next across the line will be the Audi, I'm assuming, of Lockie into the final couple of sections. What does he do? He's coming into the pits again. Next is Bailey about to start his lap. We've got a Williams. Actually, I'll go on board with Wingy because he's... Did he do a lap? Yeah, he did. 28.1. I missed the end of his lap. Bugger. Death coming into the pit. You've got a Williams in the pits. Flubber's coming into the pits. I am so sorry, everyone. I missed the laps. I'll go on board with Squash Dodge as he comes across the line. I missed Cooper from finishing his lap. 1 minute 29.2, P8. Nice work. Go on board. Hold on. That sucks. Nope. There's too many blue cars. It'd be Sammy coming into the pits. Go on board with Squash. No, it wasn't Squash. It was on the end of their lap. Dabfoot, wasn't it? My goodness me, I'm losing the plot here, lads. 28.9. Good work, Dabfoot. Up into P9. I think I saw Nigel's on a lap as well. No, he's on a cooldown lap. I think. Yeah, he's on a cooldown lap. Oh. The Cooper's pushing it. Listen to the traction bog. The Cooper there just floors it. Listen to the traction bog. Poor bugger. Into the hairpin, second gear. Down this little back straight. Down into this awkward right-hander. Gets through there tidy. I wonder if he's finishing this lap or if he's going to come into the pits. Oh, he's invalidated on the curb. You can't take that curb, unfortunately, Cooper. Everyone's saving. This is about to come into the pits, I assume. Yep. And we've got Lockie on an out lap. I think we have... I've just seen another car come out. Yes, Sammy's just come out of the pits as well. We've got some cheeky shenanigans going on. Flubber's out on a lap as well. Out on his out lap. Dabfoot's coming into the pits. Nearly goes out over that curb. It is so easy to do in this gen of car. It is so, this pit lane is deceptively hard. Should I do it again? Should I try and not jinx Lockie as he starts his lap? Across the line. Down into turn 1. Gets it stopped. Turned in nicely. Second gear. A bit risky. Gets out of there nicely this time. That through turn 3. Into turn 4. Oh, big slide coming in. He's going to get the slipstream from his teammates. Look at my boys working together. So proud of them. Good work, lads. And into turn 6. Oh, gets it turned in. Good exit. And into turn 7. Nice through the entry, but just slightly slides on the exit. Through turn 10. DRS. Straight line mode enabled. Into the sling. Nice and tidy through there. Across the curb slightly. Nice. And across the bridge now. Does well to keep it in check. Into the hairpin. Gets it turned in maybe a slight, little bit early, but that's fine. Good on exit. Burning the battery. Straight line mode enabled. Through this right hand. A bit of a slide. Gets the straight line mode enabled. Coming down this back straight. Up to one of the Astons. Are they going to get out of the way? Are they going to be nice to him? Yes, they are. They're getting out of the way. Good work, Aston. And through the final corner. Burning the battery. To the line. 1 minute 28.5. Nice work, Lockie P4. Who's next across the line? It'll be a Red Bull. Is it Wingy? No, it's not. It is Yuki. Did I catch him? He's starting a lap. Is anyone that's on a lap already? Sammy is halfway through the lap. Where's Death on his lap? At the start. Warm-up lap. Jordan Sears is early in the lap. I don't think... Who should we go on board with? Might go on board with Death, because we know just how quick he is as he comes through this middle sector. 4th gear, nice apex through there. This is why he's so quick. Look at that line. Through the sling, across the curb, a bit of a flick. That's how you get these cars quick though. Across the curb, onto the bridge. Look at the car control. He's just making micro corrections. Through... Oh, listen to the traction. Just perfectly judges that traction. Into the right-hander. Slightly on that curb. Gets it through. No wheel spin at all. Burning the battery all the way down. Past where we used to rejoin this section of the track. In the old track. Across the curb slightly. Good traction. Coming to the final corner. Gets it turned in. Burning to the line. Out of battery. 27.7. What a lap time from Death at the death of this session. Sorry, that was a really bad pun. Flower's gone third, by the way, with a 28.3. Who have we got? We've got an Audi about to cross the line. Bailey goes third, 28.1. Just as I was trying to find him, we've got a Mercedes next. That'll be Nigel. I apologise for everyone's eyes. What can he do? What does Nigel get to finish this session? 29.6. Got an Aston next. It's not Death. Where's the other Aston? It's Shifty. 29.1. McLaren next. Angus goes 13th, 29.4. Jordan Sears doesn't improve. Squash Josh, we've got, I think that's Cooper across the line. Doesn't improve. What does Squash Josh do? Across the line now. 29.1 goes to, or stays P12. Who's next? It's one of the RBs. Is that, it is Abyss. What can Abyss do coming across the line? 28.4 stays in that position. Wingy now. Oh, it's hit the wall. There's a wall there, Wingy. He'll know that reference. I don't think he's improving on this lap. Unfortunately not. What does Dabfoot do? I can't find him. P10, that is the session. That was an interesting qualifying session. Good to see who's quick and who's not. You were right, Hunter, by the way. Death for pole. Indeed he has. Look at that. 1 minute 27.795 is pole from Death. Wingy in second, FST Bailey in third, Flubber fourth, Sammy fifth, Abyss sixth, Lockie seventh. Isaac Sutton recovers from some poor starts to the session to get to P8, Yuki P9, Dabfoot P10, with Shifty, Squash Josh, Angus, Cooper, Jordan Sears, and Nigel rounding out the field in this qualifying session. Let's get into this race so we can get started. He is so quick. He's another one that's benefited from this change in regs, I think. I mean, not to say he wasn't quick on the last game. I think I remember him being pretty quick. But he's taken another step up this season. Oh, it's wet! We've got rain in Singapore! Gosh, this is going to shake it up a bit. I wonder if they knew that. Oh, they would have known that, surely. Going into qualifying. This is definitely going to make it spicy, Maxi. Shame we've only got 10 viewers at the moment watching this, because we've got a wet race. The question is, what is everyone going to do? Obviously, the track looks pretty dry, so it's going to be inters. Or I say the track, the pit lane looks pretty dry. What is with the pit lane line's not straight? That's going to bug me forever now that I know that. Oh, my autism's just fired up. I apologise. Oh, if you're going to paint a line, at least paint it straight, Singapore. My goodness me. I'm straighter than that, and I'm very not straight. Please don't put that onto the TikTok. Here we go. We have the red lights. 5 red lights. And we're lights out. Who gets the start here? Looks like a very even start off the front row. As it looks like Death's going to get into turn 1. Wingy in second. We've got Bailey going around the outside. P3. We've got Flubber at P4. Sammy's made a good start up to P5. Abyss has gone back around the inside of him though. As they're side by side going into turn 4. Does this resolve itself? Yuki's got a poor start. He's down to P12. Lockie into P8. He's fighting with Squash Shots. And we've got Williams in the wall! And is that just damage? It's just damage. Lucky there for Jordan Sears that it's just a bit of wing damage and not out. And it's contact between Abyss and Sammy. And there is carnage in this midfield. As we've got Dabfoot up the inside of Lockie. Space left. Sammy's in the wall. They're not leaving space out here. And it is very slippery here in Singapore in these wet conditions. Death is running very well, though, up the front. He's got Wingy just in behind him. This top 3 is inseparable at the moment. Then you've got a little bit of a gap back to Flubber and a big gap back to Abyss. As you look at Sammy there, sliding it through the sling. Oh, is that Isaac Sutton? What a move around the outside through the kink. Look at him sliding through here. This is going to be a long race if it's all wet. Dabfoot's got a good exit there. Not quite good enough, though, to get back ahead of Lockie. Let's have a look at some details. Let's have a look. What am I looking for? Oh, I haven't got anything disabled. I am so sorry, everyone. Position changes. We'll look at our movers and shakers in this start. Oh, Lockie's gone down when he started P7, didn't he? Oh, that's going to be a warning there for Lockie. Let's get back to the front because it's tied up the front here. Wingy, Bailey, Death. Death sets the fastest lap as he's the first to cross the line. Listen to the Lyco happening here as well. In these wet conditions, you don't get that. So anyway, you've got Abyss up 1. You've got Isaac Sutton up 2. Sammy down 2. Got Lockie down 1. Dabfoot up 1. Shifty up 1. Yuki down 2. Squash Josh has remained in the same place. Cooper up 1 and Angus down 1. Jordan and Nigel remaining in their starting positions. And Lockie's already got a 3 second. These conditions are not suiting him at the moment. He's sliding off everywhere. And it is difficult. Here we go. Is Wingy going to have a look around the outside of Death? Is he left space? Just space. Exactly 1 car width there. As Death misses the apex here, they're both sliding on the traction. Nothing quite doing there for Wingy as he sits on the back of the Aston Martin. Through the sling. Oh, both across the curb. Death very close to the wall there. Is Wingy going to throw it up the inside of the hairpin? No, he's not. He's going to back out and wait for his next opportunity. You've got Cooper up a spot, back down in P12. A lot of wheel spin there for Flubber. Go back to here. Oh, this could be spicy going down into the chicane. What are they able to do? Death, I think, is just able to get enough of an exit to not be at risk. They're not using the boost button as much in these conditions, understandably, because it induces so much wheel spin. Doubling your power, it is so hard to manage the wheel spin in these cars. Oh! Bailey runs wide, that'll be a warning. Wingy sets fastest lap of the race. Is he going to have a look? Not quite close enough going into turn 1. As Abyss has overtaken Flubber. Abyss having some really good race pace as well. I know he's done a lot of work prior to today, trying to get up to pace, because he was struggling in pre-season a little bit. What can Wingy do? He's got a good exit here. Death also has a good exit. None of them using the boost button though. Is he going to have a look? He's almost close enough. If he can have a bit of a dive, he's going to have a look. He's not quite there though. Death slams the door shut. Through this awkward staircase style section. Reminds me of Adelaide's turn 4 through 7. Oh, Wingy's got the exit there, but he's not quite close enough to take advantage of it on Death. Coming into the sling, gets it across the curb nicely. Oh, he's being cheeky here as Wingy across the curb. He's got the exit, but he's not quite able to do anything with it. Is he going to throw it up the inside of the hairpin? No. Wingy's learnt a lot of maturity in the last couple of seasons. He knows not to make that move. That's a death sentence if he tries it. There's no straight line mode in the wet as well, so I don't know why the cars are stable despite wet weather mode, or despite straight line mode, so I don't know why they've disabled it. We're watching this battle for the lead. Let's go off board for a bit. As Wingy looks around the outside, does he get it done? What a move if he gets this done. Oh, there's no contact. They're not in the wall. Wingy's still on the inside going into the final corner, and he gets the move done. What a move from the Red Bull man to take the lead. Here, coming on to the start of lap 4, as Abyss sets the fastest lap. What a move from Wingy Woo to take the lead of this race. Death now into second, and you got Bailey in third, with Abyss closing in at a rapid speed to join this battle in the top, at the top of this race. Now, what can Wingy do? Can Death hold on? Big slide onto the straights. Looks like Wingy's got the pace to just run away with this now, as the rain continues to lightly fall. What's Abyss going to be able to do as well? Is he going to be able to get into this battle as Flubber's now in a battle? Alright, let's go on board with... Wrong one. Isaac Sutton, who looks closer to making a move than these guys. If there's any change, I'll move back up to the front. As Sutton, does he get the exit? Not quite. He gets a little bit too much wheel spin there to be able to make a move on Flubber. Lockie's fallen back a bit. He's in the clutches of Dabfoot. He's not quite on the back of Sammy. There's a little bit of curb contact there for Flubber. That's sort of hurt him as he goes very inside there, defending from Isaac Sutton, but Sutton's not able to do anything on exit as they all get a lot of wheel spin. As Death has fallen off the back of Wingy, Wingy just has so much pace in these conditions. It's almost like he practiced them. I don't know if he did or not. I genuinely don't know. Now it's making me wish I'd done wet practice, because if I had, I might be prepared for tonight. Through this chicane, is Suts able to do anything here? Actually, let's have a look at Bailey. He's not quite close. Oh! Big snap of oversteer for Bailey coming through the final corner. Go on board with this 3-car battle again. We'll go off board, actually. We'll have a watch as Squash Josh becomes the second driver with a penalty. And Sammy a third as he cuts turn 1 a bit too much there. Oh, wrong way. This little battle here is allowing Lockie to close in a little bit. Oh, here we go. Sutton's got a run here. No, he hasn't. Looks like Flubber's got just enough of a run to be able to stop him from having a go. So, oh, too much curb there from Isaac Sutton, and it upsets the car, and he's not quite able to do what he wants, and then he flicks it in too much and doesn't get the car turned. Or he gets the car turned too much and points it at the wall. Oh, tight there for Sammy. Lockie closing in all the time though, as these guys are battling. Flubber just doesn't seem to quite have the pace of the leaders here to go with them. If these guys can get through, will they be able to do anything to close the gap for the guys ahead? Flubber, though, just seems to have enough traction to be able to keep Isaac Sutton behind. Not quite doing. 3 seconds for death. That's going to be crucial for the end of this race. These conditions obviously very trying. Got some drivers already getting 3-second penalties very early in this race. Very slippery. Very easy to just get your turn in wrong with the slower turn-in speeds. And also very easy to just slip it slightly wide as Wingy sets a new fastest lap and is starting to run away with this race. Oh, Bailey's right on the back of Death. He's backed out early trying to get a bit of an exit, I think. Let's see what he can do with Death. Nah, a bit too much wheel spin. Lockie's got another 3 seconds. Not good for my driver. He's just struggling in these conditions with the track limits, I think. Clearly he's not the only one, but he's struggling a lot. I overhyped this here. I thought it was going to be tighter than what it was. Is Sutton going to be able to do anything? Not quite anything doing on Flubber. These guys are just so good at managing their battery to try to keep it. Oh, here we go. That's tight. So he's got the exit there, has Flubber. Just so good at managing their battery. Oh, big slide in. Oh, here we go. If he can get the exit, not quite. Flubber gets a really good exit there. Coming through the sling. Not quite doing there for Isaac Sutton. Though he gets another good run onto the bridge. I don't know about you, but the track almost seems dry to me. But I know it's not, because otherwise these guys would have been in for wets already. Oh, Sutton, no, he's not as close as it looked on the screen there. Need to go to Specsavers. Well, I've been to Specsavers. I need to put my glasses on, I think. Big slide there for Sutton. Loses a bit of time on the exit. It's all sort of stagnated here. Oh, Sutton's run wide. Is this going to open the door for Sammy? It's big slide again. Just blocks Sammy in, unfortunately for him. Just the wrong place to be able to capitalise at the time. So not quite able to do anything, and that drops Sutton off the back of Flubber. Not quite able to do anything to get by. But now gives Flubber a little bit of reprieve on lap 7. Up the front, Death has just managed to stabilise the gap to Wingy at about 2 seconds. Whether Wingy's just backed the pace off slightly to reduce risk, or whether Death's found a bit of something a little bit later into this stint, I'm not sure. But he's been able to close that gap very slightly, and he's also been able to pull out a little bit on Bailey. Oh, big moment there for the Audi as we go on board. I wonder if the tyres are starting to overheat now. It's Abyss right on the back here of Bailey. If Bailey's struggling for traction so much, is Abyss going to be able to do anything? This track looks very dry. I'm surprised no one's come in and tried to put dryers on. Or is that just, or is this just a graphic glitch? Oh, Abyss munted the exit there, not quite able to get out of the corner. That's a better exit. Still a lot of wheel spin though. Death closing this gap ever so slightly into Wingy. Isaac Sutton's right back on the back of Flubber. Not quite close enough to do anything just yet. He needs to be if he wants to make a move, he needs to be at this distance. Right onto the start. Oh, Death fast lap as Flubber's going to be the first to pit. And he's being followed in by Sammy. These guys are taking the gamble. They're going on to dries. Is anyone else going to join them? Yuki's joining them. Is any of these? Looks like Cooper's also joining, and so is Jordan Sears. So we'll have to monitor what these guys are doing in terms of times. Let's check what tyres they're on, because I don't feel like going through all the cars. Here we go. So we've got hards for Flubber, hards for Sammy, hards for Yuki, hards for everyone. So they're going to be gambling on trying to go to the end. It's going to be push and go. Gap to leader? Sure thing. Leader, there we go. So what will these guys be able to do? We've got 36 seconds for Flubber. Oh, look at Sammy in the background. Massive slide there. We'll see as this lap progresses what he's able to do. Oh, big slide. I'm not going to turn the tyre details off because that's just taking up space that I don't want to take up. He's not quite gaining yet. Maybe a little bit early for dries. But it's going to be tight. It's certainly almost that crossover period because they're struggling a little bit for pace compared to Wingy, but they're not going horrifically slow either. I say that the last half. And part of that's going to be warm-up as well. Tyre warm-up. Very close to the wall there. Wingy, another fastest lap in the Red Bull. Cooper's just got himself a 3-second penalty. Sector 1. What have we got going on? Other than cars in the pit. So we've got Death, we've got Abyss, we have Lockie, and we have Isaac Sutton, and Shifty, and Squash Josh, all in the pits. Wingy and Bailey stay out. Let's see where Flubber comes out. He's still losing a little bit of time here. He might have lost a little bit of time. Oh, Sammy! What's happened to Sammy? He's gone straight. I wonder if he's just locked the brakes. Here we go. Where does Flubber come out in relation to all those around him? He comes out behind Lockie. So, still a bit early, it seems. Looks like... Oh, Lockie's had a moment! He's done his quali run on the cold tyres. Not quite able to get the traction right. Oh, and there's a contact not quite between Josh and Lockie. But still, Flubber behind Isaac Sutton, behind Abyss. We'll watch this gap between Abyss and Wingy, and Death and Wingy, because this will determine how it goes for these guys. Keep an eye on Death's gap. It looks like he's closing, so it's that crossover point now. I reckon we'll see these last couple of cars in this lap. So look, it's Wingy going in. Wingy's in the pits. Bailey is coming in as well, and I assume Dabfoot will be in as well, following the others. It's very even, though. This is going to be tight on pit exit, I reckon. Because Death is now... He's matching him roughly. He's lost a couple of tenths, but it's going to be close for Wingy on pit exit. Wingy's moving in the pit lane. Doesn't look like it's going to be as close as I first thought. Oh, though, this is coming at speed. Wingy's got no pace. What's it going to be? What? Oh! Oh, I forgot. You can cut the pit exit now. I forgot about that. There we go. He's gained about 2 seconds there, has Wingy, on Death. But now Wingy's got to get these tyres up to temperature, and this is where Death is going to close in rapidly. In this first fraction of the lap, until Wingy can get those tyres up to temperature, as Yuki gets himself 3 seconds. Yuki's lost out as well. He's down to P11. He's behind Shifty and Squash Josh. Lockie has almost made a massive gain and just made a small mistake that cost him. Here we go. Bailey resuming his battle, this time with Isaac Sutton. Abyss actually gained quite a bit from that as well. Bailey lost a lot of time. Did he make a mistake, I wonder, as well? Because he's struggling with his traction on these cold tyres. Because Bailey was ahead of Abyss, and he was only 6 seconds behind Wingy, so he should have been about with Abyss. Oh, massive slide for Abyss, coming onto the bridge. Oh, big slide for Bailey as well. And here comes... Death's closed about half a second this lap, but now as the tyres normalise, that's going to stop. That's not going to be as much of a difference. Geez, umming. I need to stop umming and ahhing. Oh, Dabfoot! Dabfoot, is he able to say he's kept it going? Oh my goodness, that was so close to being out for the Cadillac. He did an incredible job to save that. That was a massive moment. But he's got front wing damage on the left-hand side. Does he stay out, or he's staying out, so he doesn't think it's bad enough for him to lose pace. Oh, what a lucky save. He did a good job to save that. That was huge. Oh, Lockie, that was close. I don't know if you got a warning for that, but that was very close. Let's have... Oh, wrong button. Let's have a look at pens. So, Death, Squash Josh, Yuki, Sammy, Angus, Cooper, and now Jordan Sears as well. Whoa, it's chaos behind. I think Lockie's had a moment and it's let Squash Josh through. All those previously mentioned with 3 seconds and Lockie with 6. As Lockie's being swamped here. I don't know what's going on for Lockie. I wonder if he's struggling with his traction a little bit. Oh, look at the battle here with the... Oh, wrong way. Between Yuki and Squash Josh. Very close. Squash Josh has gained a couple of positions in all of this. Let me get the spectator menu back off. Sector 2. What have we got up ahead? Who's around? Is it Bailey? Bailey's made a mistake in the hairpin. Locked the rears and gone around. Not a good start to the season for Audi. Tier 4 didn't go well. Tier 3 was a disaster. And now Tier 1 looks like it's falling apart as well. As Wingy, once again, goes back to fast lap. Death matches it and exceeds it. He's got the gap down to 2.6. Death is very fast in the dry. I'm going to go back to... I know people like leader, but I'm going to go back to intervals so I can see. Lockie's disconnected. Where is Lockie? Oh, and his car's coming into pits. What the hell is going on? My number 1 rule for my drivers is not to disconnect, so I'd like to know what's happened there. I'll invite Lockie back. I wonder whether he had damage. I cannot find him anywhere. I've got him on Xbox. If he's on Xbox, I'll get him. He's not on Xbox. Unless he's appearing offline, maybe. No. What's going on here? Oh, the disaster gets worse. For Audi, I wonder if Bailey had rear wing damage and that's why he disconnected. Let's look at this battle. We've got Dabfoot and the rest of the pack's coming onto it. Well, we've got a yellow flag. We've got Sammy around. Sammy's made a mistake. I don't know if he's made a mistake or he's been turned. But Alpine's not having a good day either. And he's missing a lot of his front wing here. Is Sammy. We'll go back to this battle because Yuki on the inside of Squash Josh. There's contact. And that pushes Squash Josh out and gives Shifty an opportunity. Squash Josh coming back though. 3 seconds again for Cooper. Wrong button. I'll try again for Lockie. Got too many people added. It makes it hard. Not showing online here. I don't have him, so I can't add him back. That's frustrating. I'm missing this amazing battle here. Oh, contact! Forces Lockie off. Not Lockie, Yuki off. And gets a 3-second penalty for it. Hopefully he'll be able to get that removed, because that is so frustrating for Yuki. Though he should have to return the position, because he had to complete the overtake off track. So I don't know if they will remove that. Oh, this gap at the front's closed down. It's down to 1.6. Death is rapid in these conditions. That'll be the straight. Oh, I didn't realise Squash Josh has front wing damage as well, so this is even more impressive from him with that much front wing damage. I just saw it then as we were going through on the off-board camera. So to be this close to Yuki, he's doing a really good job. Yuki's got 6 seconds. The few drivers now with 6 seconds worth of penalties. Where are we? Wingy, fastest lap. Death instantly counters. These guys are flying up the front. Abyss is managing to just about keep on the same pace as these guys, but he just lost a little bit of time. Pitting a little bit too early for those inters. Or for the dries. Oh, excuse me. I might put Isaac Sutton. What a drive he's done. He's come from P8, I think, and he's now, or even maybe even lower. And he's up to P4. He's done a great job. Let's have a look here. Here we go. So, yeah, up 4 positions, up from P8. Abyss up 3. You got Squash Josh up 5. Yuki up 3. Shifty up 3. You got Angus up 3. Cooper up 3. Nigel up 4. Jordan up 2. What was I even looking for? I was going to change that back to leader, so we can see the gaps. There we go. Down to 1.5 for Death. Oh, over the curb there for Isaac Sutton. You got Flubber trying to chase him down. Sammy set the fast lap on a brand new set of mediums. Oh, I haven't gone far enough, that's why. There we go. He's slowly closing him in, although I say that, and the gap goes back out to 1.5, 1.4, 1.5, 1.4. It's yo-yoing here. These two are just in a class of their own at the moment. Abyss isn't quite able to go with them, though he's also setting pretty good lap times, setting 35s. Oh, that's very close to off track. Isaac Sutton next across the line. Oh, this is the part of the race that gets not hard to watch, it's not hard to watch at all, but gets a bit difficult because all the field spreads out and then no one's on track together, so it makes it difficult to call action. Here we go, we've got Shifty, speaking of action, go on board with Shifty on the back of Squash Josh. I reckon Squash Josh is feeling that front wing damage now, and Shifty's going to try to get a go. He's got a bit more battery. Whether he can use that battery to good effect, though, is hard because you save so much battery here. It is so hard to get advantage with the battery. You virtually need your opponent to completely abuse it. Oh! Slide there for Squash Josh on the traction. Oh! Slight wall tap there for Shifty. Talk for itself. The Honda actually sounds quite good on this game. I don't mind it. Oh, here we go. What have we got for battery? Yeah, he's got about 10% to the good is Shifty. Bit of a slide on exit. Not quite able to do anything. Squash Josh keeps it ahead. Shifty knows, though, the other two have penalties. So he will... Oh! Lock up. He's gone straight. What a shame for Shifty. He was doing so well. Will he be able to close that gap? He's only lost about 2 seconds. Will he be able to... How long will it take him to close that back down? as the gap between Squash Josh and Yuki is sitting at pretty much exactly 1 second. As the gap to the leader down to a second. Death's got it down to a second. Yeah, looks... Sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but I don't think we're going to be getting podium interviews tonight. It's already 8 o'clock. And we've still got half a race to go, and then I've got to get into Tier 2, so... Sammy, new fastest lap, 1 minute 32.1. He's flying out there on those mediums. That's right, what am I looking for? Here we go. It's down to 0.6 of a second at the front here. This is about to get spicy between Wingy and Death. Oh, Yuki's got 10 seconds speeding in the pits. Oh, and he's retired. He's retired in the pits. I wonder what's going on to cause these guys to retire, because he's not the first one. And I'm sure Wingy won't be happy about that either. Why have I got 2 pins? This is annoying. Oh, it's comms chat, that's why. I apologise everyone, I'm not a very good commentator at the moment. Oh, closing in, coming into this chicane. But not quite doing. Oh, very close to the wall for both drivers. 0.3 of a second. What's Death going to be able to do about Wingy? He's got the overtake mode available to him as well, so he's got that little bit of extra power. A little bit of extra battery to be able to use per lap to be able to try and get past Wingy. And he's got the pace to do so, it seems, as well. But Wingy's been a bit of a tyre whisperer when I've done practice. I don't know what Death's tyres are on. Here we go, coming down the straight. Is he going to be able to make a move? Is he going to look? No, he backs out of it. Not quite this lap. Not quite close enough yet. Oh, big slide on ease at both of them. Through turn 7, I think it is. I think it's 7 and 8. Across the curb slightly, gets it turned in nicely. Good on the exit, burning. Oh, when he backs off early. Oh, there's contact! Does Death have damage? It doesn't appear to be so. Wingy just being a little bit cheeky, not really giving him an opportunity to get by, slowing down on the apex. Nothing wrong with that. That's just normal racing. Slow everyone down on the apex. It's the reason why I'm so hard to pass. People try to get the switch back. I park it on the apex. You're not getting by me. Now Death's got to close this gap back down. Across the curb. Onto the power nicely. He's already gained a 10th through that section. And burning. He's marginal on fuel. He's got the fuel light popping on and off just to say, hey, you're right on the edge of 0 laps. Wingy gets a big slide through the middle of turn 3. I'll say big slide, wasn't that big? Sector 2, what's gone on? Is that Sammy again? Is that Sammy that's gone around? It is. He's had another moment, and Lockie's maybe followed him? I don't know. Looked like there was a bit of wing there as well. Let's get back. I'll get back to the front because this is the interesting battle. 0.2 of a second. Here we go. What's Death going to be able to do? It's 10 second for corner cutting for Sammy. Oh, he's gone through the sling. I reckon he's got... Oh, so slow through there for Wingy. Death is much faster through the sling. I wonder whether Sammy cut through the sling because he couldn't get it turned in. Angus, 3 seconds. I reckon Sammy's got front wing damage again. I reckon we'll see him into the pits at the end of this lap. And 3 seconds for corner cutting again. Yeah, I reckon he's got no front wing. Oh, big slide on the exit there for Death. And Sammy has gone to the pits and retired from the session. He got a 10-second to boot. Oh, touch of the wall there for Death. They're flirting with these barriers, but it's what you got to do in order to be quick on a straight circuit. He's gaining going to turn 1. I think Wingy's backing off a little bit into the corners, trying to save a bit of action. Oh, that's going to be another warning for Death. Excuse me. It looks like one of the Astons had a moment. It looks like Shifty's had another moment. As I'm not paying attention because of this lead battle. Oh, big slide. That's going to cost him a chance going down. Oh, maybe not. He's rapid. Nicholas blocks the middle. Death goes for it anyway. Gets it done. Wingy switches him back. Here we go. This is what we want to see. Some good hard racing. Well done, both of you. Keeping it nice and clean. Go off board for a bit here, I think. Wingy. We'll have a look at from Wingy's POV, kind of. And we can see how close they get through this section. Wingy's able to pull a little bit of a gap from the helicopter cam. We can't see them behind the building. Death gets very close to the mid-corner through the hairpin. Not quite doing, though. Straight line mode enabled. Burning the battery. Through this awkward corner. Death able to keep it a bit tighter. Able to get a bit of an exit. Go on board with Death. What is he able to do? Not quite anything yet. I think he's attuned to the backing out that he does. I'm in voice chat for some reason. I don't know why. Let's change that. I'm sorry, everyone. Let's get out of game chat. As Wingy's been able to through the final corner, pull away a little bit, though Death instantly closes it back down, coming into turn 1. Okay, so Sammy's complaining of no grip on the hards, which is interesting. Maybe he pitted too early, and that's why, I don't know, the wet physics. Oh! Slap of the wall there for Death. Coming onto the back straight. Is he able to close in, though, on Wingy enough to have another dive? He's thinking about it, not quite close enough. Wingy defends the middle of the road. Not quite on there. So going to have a look into the next corner, not quite. Wingy, once again, middle of the road. Can't get by when you're in the middle of the road. We've got a good battle for the lead here. It's a shame Death has a 3-second penalty, because if he didn't, this would be an amazing... This would make it even more tense. So I don't know, Death might have the pace here once he gets by to actually pull away 3 seconds. I don't know if he's got the time, but if he has the pace, he might well have the time. But he's got to get by first, and he's not an easy driver to pass. But, yeah. Here we go, through this corner. Oh. That was a weird moment. And yeah, Wingy's pulled out that little bit of a gap through whatever happened at the edge of the right-hander there at the end, at the start of the third sector. I should really have the corner numbers down by now. It'd be turn 12, that'd be. Or across the curb for Death. I apologise if anyone's in game chat and has been listening to me commentating this whole time. 4 tenths, not quite close enough to be able to do anything on this lap. Yeah, no, not quite able to make a dive. What is Death going to be able to do, though, come the end of this lap and the next lap? Oh, big slide on turn in. Oh, big slide again on the exit. With turn 8. And into the sling. Into 9 and 10. Across the curb, close to the wall. Wingy seems to have a little bit of ascendancy now. Found a little bit of pace. A little bit of consistency that Death has lost. First time chatter, AXTT00. Welcome to chat. Thank you for contributing. Thank you for your first chat. It's great to have you here. Shifty, fastest lap. He must have pitted for fresh tyres. Just no grip on those hards, it seems. Back to half a second now, Death. Very strong through that last sector. And also, if he didn't get a warning there, he's going to be very lucky. Wingy, big slide through turn 3. Death, big slide on exit. That's got Death right back on the back of Wingy. And there's a bit of a slide. Wingy's got the exit though. What's Death going to be able to do? Wingy blocking to the inside. Death, he's there. He's having a look. He's not quite alongside. There's contact. Not quite doing though for Death. As he gets the curb and runs into the side of Wingy. No damage, it appears though. Hopefully for both drivers there's no damage. Coming into the Singapore sling. Across the curb, Death so committed. But not quite able to carry the pace through the second part because of it. Across the bridge. And into the hairpin. Have we got any other battles as well going on? We've got a battle for 9th and 10th between Nigel and Angus. Death got the gap back to 4/10. Oh, bit of a slide there in the middle of the chicane. That's going to hurt him. That'll cost him a few tenths. Yeah, slow lap times for both. This is, if these two keep at it like this for the whole season, this is going to be a fascinating championship battle between Wingy and Death. These guys are just, at the moment, just in a class of their own. Of course, we've still got Campbell Adams to come back. He was unable to make it tonight in the McLaren. So he's going to be it will be interesting to see what his pace is. We've got Jono also that isn't here, who I believe is at Williams, or is it Alpine? One of the two. No, must be, I can't remember. But yes, we've got those two to come into the field. They were rapid last season. They've been rapid for a long time. They are two of the fastest in the region. But a four-way title battle would be amazing this season. Especially after last season being a two-way battle between the Alpines. And no one else left. He couldn't get into it. No one else could get into it. Either way, this could be an interesting battle. We know that Nishka and Wingy are friends, and Nishka, obviously being the Aston TP, will be edging his driver on, will be wheeling his driver on, I should say. Wingy wheeling himself on. Not quite doing here though. I apologise, this is probably very stagnant viewing for you guys, just on the same camera, but there's nowhere else to go. You've got to battle for the lead. Where else are you going to look? Here we go. What's Steph able to do? He goes to the outside. Wingy's going to go in deep. Oh, he gets it turned in, pushes him a little bit wide. But Death able to get it done. Oh, big slide through turn 7. I think Death's got it done though. Now the question is, does he have the pace to pull away and pull 3 seconds on Wingy? He's obviously got the overtake mode to use for the rest of this lap. But once it's the end of this lap, Wingy will have the overtake mode to use to keep and try to overtake Death. What's Death's pace going to be now? Is at the front. Great move around the outside of turn 6 for Death. And he's got the traction there. I wonder whether he's just looked after his tyres a little bit better, kept the temperatures down and been able to benefit from that compared to Wingy. It's a shame we're not going to get podium interviews because I'd love to ask what the go is for these guys. They are flying up the front. And Abyss, Isaac Sutton, none of them have any answer for them. Flubber's closing in on Isaac Sutton as well, I think. Squash Josh very quietly achieving there up to P6. He's had a good race because he started down, I think, P12. P11, P12, so he's had a really good race to come back to P6. Lord Dabfoot just as good as well, up to P7. Isaac Sutton up a few spots, up to P4. So we've had a couple of really, really good runs here. Sector 2. And Shifty's made another mistake. No, that's not Shifty, that's the other Aston. No, there isn't another Aston. The other Aston's in front of me. Oh, that's right. Lockie's disconnected, isn't he? That's why it's playing up. It is. I apologise for the confusion. God, if this is what I'm like now, what am I going to be like after Tier 2? Wingy just needs to stay here. Doesn't need to try to overtake. Although he's got the pace. Round the outside. At the corner. Oh, there's contact! Bit of a slide, but it's all nice and tidy. Still side by side again. This is how Wingy made his initial move for the lead. Racing room left. They've both kept on the track, and Wingy's back through on Death. Is Death going to try and have a look again, going down the back straight? Going into turn 6. Is he going to be able to have a look again? What a battle we have here for the lead. Two elite operators. Oh! He saved it! What a moment, Death! That's cost him the chance of the win now, you would think. Just a little bit too much power with the battery enabled, and around he goes. That is a massive save, though. He is so lucky to still be in this race. I for sure thought that he was in the wall. Wingy now, I can't see a way Wingy loses this unless he makes a mistake similar. Where have we got a battle pack? We don't really have any battle packs now. So watch on. Oh, what is this? Yeah, Squash Josh still has that wing damage. So the fact that he's got this pace with wing damage up in P6, this is an impressive run here from Squash Josh. A credit to him. He's kept it, other than the wing damage, he's kept it clean. He's managed a good result and with wing damage to keep the pace up. I'm going to give him his credits here, as we'll look at Cooper and Angus here battling for P9 and P10. Sector 1, it's the Williams, it's Jordan Sears has had a moment coming out of turn 3. Not quite doing there for him, unfortunately. Oh, excuse me, I apologise for my yawning. Pens, let's have a look at the pens. Thank you, Fry. Good thinking. Pens, so we've got 3 seconds for Death. So even if he does get back up to and overtake Wingy, he needs to pull 3 seconds, which I don't think he's going to be able to do. 3 seconds for Squash Josh. 6 seconds for Angus and Cooper. So unless another one of these guys gets a penalty, that's going to be the race for them. You've got 3 seconds for Jordan Sears and 6 seconds for Lockie, who unfortunately won't be getting points as he disconnected early. We'll keep the pens up just in case someone else gets a penalty. And for now, we'll just keep on this battle because this is the only sort of close running on the track at the moment. Unless something changes. I think Death's just backed off now. He knows he's not going to win this race. Oh, you can stop yawning. I'm so sorry, everyone. Apparently I'm keeping myself awake. I've missed my bedtime. No, I'm a late night owl. Give me a couple of hours, I'll be wide awake after the race. I won't be going to bed. Angus has got a 3 second. Sammy has disconnected. Oh, he's retired anyway, so he's not going to be a factor. As we've got Cooper into turn 6. He's now got the ascendancy. He just needs to not get himself another penalty. And he is as good as P9. We've kind of got 3 groups in this race. Excuse me. Oh, 4. So you've got your top group, which is Wingy and Death. You've got your next group, which is Abyss. And I'll put Bailey in there, and I'll put Lockie in there at any other track. Then you've got your Sutton, Isaac Sutton, Flubber, who was in that group for a long time. You've got that sort of next group, and then you've got another group here. I've got an invite from Carl, so it can't be long until Tier 2. Lap 30-31, Isaac Sutton's just got a 3-second penalty. What a shame for him, but it's not going to impact his position at this stage unless Flubber can magically find 5 seconds. As we've got Angus, he knows he's not going to gain another position, so he decides to come in and pit for a fresh set of tyres. But that puts him at risk from shifty behind. So I don't know if I would have done that if I were him. Interesting decision, but can't fault him for it. Oh, this is going a bit slowly. I think he's just conserving a bit, just making sure he gets to the end in a confirmed P3. Yeah. Death's backed off. He knows he's not going to be able to get to Wingy, unfortunately. Nige, how's Nige doing? He's up in P8. He's kept it clean, as he always does. He's got his boost. Interesting. I think he's forgotten to turn his boost battery off. Yeah, but he's just doing a tidy job here. There we go. He's turned off now. He's actually closing in on Dabfoot. He's got... Nigel looks after his tyres really well. So I reckon he's going to close in here, and he might even be able to make a move on Dabfoot come the end of this race. Oh no, it's the last lap. He's not going to be able to do that, unfortunately. Where is Wingy? At the start of this lap, we'll go on board with Wingy. So just keep an eye on that gap to Nigel, because he's very good at the end of this stint. That's exactly it. You can't ask for more. As Flubber gets a 3-second, that saves Sutton, not that he's close enough. Nigel's just one of those drivers. He's always going to keep it clean. You know he's going to bring it home, and he's going to get a good result just through cleanliness. So, anyway, we're on board with Wingy. Bit of a slide onto the bridge. Obviously tight on fuel because it's the end of the race. It's the last lap. Wiggy has done a superlative job today. He's just been able to beat Death when Death was at his best. Death gave it everything, just not quite able to make it work at the end there. And even with the 3 seconds, I don't think he would have got the gap to Wingy to be able to make the difference. Had he been ahead after the pit stops? Maybe. But as he comes across the line, Wingy Woo wins his first Tier 1 race in Wallaby Racing League by 7 seconds over Death, who brings across the line P2, doing the old style, slide it across the line. And Abyss across the line in P3 to take out what has been a great Singapore Grand Prix. P4 will be Isaac Sutton. Oh, unless he keeps doing that too much. Across the line for Isaac Sutton, P4. Flubber, P5, and it'll be Squash Josh in P6. These guys have done an admirable job. These boys have done a great job just to finish this race. I reckon if we get rain in Tier 2, I'm going to struggle because I've got no idea what I'm doing in the wet. Dabfoot, P7. He jumped Squash Josh. Squash Josh had a slow final lap. Dabfoot's gained on him, and Nigel nearly got him as well. I wonder if Squash Josh got a... Oh no, it was only 3 seconds, so we got to... Anyway. Cooper, P9. Shifty across the line, P10. And Angus, P11. And fastest lap to boot, so the extra point for him. And then Jordan Sears will be the last across the line in P12. Oh, struggling to get around that corner there. Here we go, and across the line for Jordan Sears. And that is the end of our Singapore Grand Prix for Tier 1. As I said, unfortunately, because of Tier 2 time constraints, I'm not going to be able to do podium interviews. Let's skip through. So we've got our race winner is, of course, Wingy Woo. Angus, fastest lap. Nigel, driver of the day. Dabfoot, most overtakes. And cleanest driver, once again, Wingy. And let's get these results so that our tier mods are able to actually do their job. There we go. All right, and on that note, I am going to end the session so that I can join. Thank you everyone for joining us for Tier 1, and we will catch you all in 10 minutes for Tier 2.